Hello lovelies, welcome to another video here. This one is a very simple one, just using two Ayurvedic to grow your hair with consistent use of these two Ayurvedic. Let's just get straight into it. First off, you need a very clean glass bottle. The first ingredient I'll be using today is the fenugreek seeds. Now, fenugreek seeds is also called menthe seeds. It contains nicotinic acid and also, quercetin acid. Now, these are all the acid that helps in hair growth. Again, with consistent use of these seeds. It also has protein. Now, the quercetin acid is also antifungal that reduces the hair inflammation or scalp inflammation. It also good for hair loss treatment. So fenugreek is really good for hair growth as well. It also can be used as a hair conditioner. So just in case you're wondering, I have video on that as well. Next ingredient I'll be using is cloves. If you are not a stranger on this channel, I've said countless times that cloves help in my hair growth journey and I have never gone back on it. It contains vitamin K and this allows blood circulation in the scalp, which is really good, and it also has potassium. And the use of the potassium is that it lower the muscles in your scalp, and this cloves also contain beta carotene, and this is also very good for the scalp and the health of your hair. So again, cloves has a lot of benefit for your hair, which obviously that you can also take it manually or take it internally as well. So it also promotes hair growth, reduces hair fall, and also solve hair thinning problems. So if your hair is too thin all the time, constant use of cloves, guys, is going to solve that. I always talk about consistency. I start preaching about that in the beginning of this year. So yes. So what I added is hot water. You can also decide to just boil this directly on low heat for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then you strain it. This is me adding hot water. So I'm just going to leave this for a few hours, approximately 3 to 5 hours again. That's mostly the time that I leave it, so that all the nutrients in both Ayurvedic will be saturated very well in the spray. So again, you can do this the other method, or you can do it with this method, depending on how fast and quick you want your hairspray. So after a few hours, this is how it looks. So the next step is to strain these, and your indicator here is your fenugreek seed. So if you hold your fenugreek seed and you're easily hold it together and press it, it becomes very soft. And also the color of the cloves changes to light brown. So those are your indicator that all the nutrients in both seeds are saturated in your water very well. So now also you can also decide to add your essential oils if you have one, or if you want to add more benefit to your hair tea. You can add any essential oil at all you have available to you. You can add that, but here I did not add any essential oils to my hairspray. So the next step is to spray this in your hair. Now you can also see that my hair is dry. So for my old twist, all I did was to unravel it, separate them with my fingers. If you want to use comb or your detangler, you can do that. Just make sure you are gentle in handling your hair, so that you not have excess hair shedding or breaking. We want to prevent that, so that is why I'm using my fingers. So but you can just do the method that will make sure that you attain less hair breakage. Now as you spray this, You continue to separate your hair and you spray it in your scalp very well. And my hair is low porosity, so it takes time to absorb moisture. So most of my videos, you realize that I always use my fingers in making the hairspray absorb the moisture most of the time. So that is the reason. Now, if you know your hair type, you don't need to do all of that. You can easily just spray it and your hair will absorbs the moisture quickly. I want to answer these two questions being asked in my previous video. One is, how long does the hairspray last? For me, most of the time, I always make new one. That is the truth. But if you want to make more, I advise you do not make it to be more than 5 days in your fridge. More than 5 days is not advisable. So by the fifth day, you should be able to use all your Ayurvedic hair tea. That is, if you are making bunch and you don't have the time. I can also say that you can do bunch and keep them in your freezer. But after using it for 7 days, I think you should discard the rest. So I always advise that you use and keep them in the fridge, not more than 5 days. But for me, I always make new one anytime I want to use a hairspray. So yes, that is that. And then someone also asks, when can they get some of this Ayurvedic? Please, if you are in Africa, you can easily have access to this. You just go to your local store or market, go to the women that sell spices we use in our kitchen. Yes, so you can easily have access to these spice. So cloves is a spice. Fenugreek is also a nut, a healthy nut. You can also eat raw. So if you're into diet and all that, fenugreek is also very good for your health. So these are natural recipe. Again, all I keep saying is that you just need to be very consistent to see result. You will not see magic happening. You just have to be consistent so that you see result with your hair. So you can see from my video how my hair becomes thicker using this. So just with being consistent, trust me, you'll see result. And those who are not in Africa, obviously, you can order online, especially Amazon, these things. Even you go to your supermarket or mart, go to the spice sections, you see all of these spices or all of this Ayurvedic. So yes, again, please, you have to be consistent. I also always say that you have to keep practicing changing Ayurvedic all the time to finally find the one that works for you. And I am always of the preach, or I'm always preach that when it's not broken, you don't fix it. That is why most of my videos, you always see clothes in it. I mean, it works for me, so why would I change it? Exactly. So if I'm switching things up, most of the time, I always add the clothes because it works for me. So you should also find the one that works for you. That is why we make these videos. We are always also practicing and making sure and finding out what Ayurvedic is working and is not working. So please, thank you so much for watching my video, and happy holidays to you all. Today is Workers Day. So if you're home, thank you so much for watching my video and supporting, subscribing. We are almost at 10K. It's been a long journey on this channel. Very, very long journey. Trust me, I decided to take this content creation this year so seriously. I wanted to hit this goal. I can't wait to hit this goal. Thank you so much for the support. And before I also signed out, I have been posting a lot of good nutrition and good tips, good healthy lifestyle living tips on the community post or the community tab. So if you're interested in things like that as well, please, do engage on such posts when you see them. so that if you have knowledge on other things, you can also share with that as well. So yeah, I'll be including a lot of healthy eating, healthy lifestyle, just including some of this Ayurvedic that I've used on my channel. And I'll see you all in my next video.